Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Tanks, and I'm on YouTube again for once, probably not for very long. There we go. Today I've got a replay for you in the Foch. I hope you guys enjoyed all of the, what are they called? All the campaign videos recently that we did, that I did. Obviously they came from the campaign that I finished on the, what was it, like the 2nd or 3rd of August, something like that, 1st of August maybe. And then the last video just got released a couple of days ago, like the 2nd of September. So that did me well for content. But today I'm kind of back. This is the first time I've actually recorded any sort of gameplay in a while. So excuse me if I'm a bit crap at it. Couple of things you'll notice in this game. Number one, we are playing Foch, random tank max. Also, I was reading chat at this point and not actually paying attention to the fact that a charfuture just drove out in front of me. Actually, no, I wasn't reading chat. This game was off stream. What was I doing? Okay, I was just being bad at the game then, apparently. So, basically, I'm playing the Foch because, as you guys all very well know, unfortunately I was moving as the Charfuture came around again. He spots me, and then from then on, he decides, I don't want any of that anymore. But as you guys know, I'm 3-marking tanks by tech tree. I start with the tier 10, move my way down to the tier 5, mark all the tanks on the way, then move back up to the tier 10. I've now done that a couple of times. I can't remember what the last video I put out was, but I'm now doing the French TDs. We did the Foch B. I had a couple of good games in the Foch B, but never got around to actually recording any, which is kind of annoying. I think I did American Heavies as well. I can't remember if I posted any videos of the American Heavies, but I've done a couple of lines within the last month or so since campaign, so that's probably why you haven't seen a huge amount. Also, my ping is exceptionally low in this game. You'll see it hitting like single digits at some point. I do have my new internet, my new broadband, much faster, which means streams are a lot smoother now. I don't lag as much, and I can finally stream in 1080p at 60 FPS. So if you want to head over to my streams, then link will be in the video description. I would just say though, as you are watching this, I'm actually going to be away for the next week. I'm going to Las Vegas. Vegas, baby! So I will be away. However, when I get back, standard stream days, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Sundays, with usually a bunch of extra streams in there as well. So I've done a, well, could say maybe stupid thing, and pushed into the middle of the map on Paris. I'm now lining myself up with the bushes to try and get unspotted. I started falling back straight away there because I thought I was going to be spotted by the Scorpion as I fired, or something else, but I in fact didn't get spotted. So then I just think the safest option is just to line up in the bushes and remain unspotted, and this is quite a sight, just a Foch stealth mode in the middle of Paris. Next to the statue of Foch as well, actually. Funny that, didn't think of that. But yeah, so this game is honestly an absolute madness. First things first, I think when I played this game, I was at around 90% mark. And I didn't really know what to do on Paris. I had a couple of sucky games on Paris in the Foch during this mark, and I really didn't enjoy it that much. So this game I decided to kind of go for something different, and it was one of the craziest games I've had in a while. Take a big hit there from the MX M454. That thing is now ridiculously good, and I do hope to maybe try and get a video up on that at some point, although I can't promise. I've played it a bit. I've had a couple of 8K games and stuff. None of them were that interesting, just kind of, you know, good games. 430U appears behind me, and that ruins my plan of going around. I was going to go around to the next road and see if I could get some shots into these guys again. So we push up, and then, oh, a leopard prototype appears out of nowhere. We bounced the shot on the Object 430U. Unfortunately, we missed one on the 430U. Leo PTA is on more than we can clip. Now he takes one, and we can clip him. I give a little bit of a ram as well, because we were only in the green by 9 damage there if we average rolled. So I thought, based on the luck I usually have, it's probably best to give him a little bit of a ram. Unfortunately, we do take another one from the 430U. Putting us down to a, well, a one shot for some stuff. And now we're in trouble. I use my armor, Duke, to get the Italian TD to shoot the front of my tank. And then instead of facehugging him, I just decide I'm going to drive away. I get exceptionally lucky there again. I do actually get lucky quite a lot of times in this game. And there's another one. Get lucky a couple of times there. And now I've got a prosciutto farming me. I do now have some shells. I don't know where that first one went. We pen the second. I suck at driving. We bounce the third. We pen the fourth. And oh shit. He's now on less than 100 HP. I'm on less than 100 HP and I'm reloading. I'm pretty sure he's reloading too, but obviously he's got a much quicker clip reload than me, so he's going to be firing before I am. Try and block his shells with my gun. We managed to bounce one. Still not out of the woods yet. I don't think this guy was particularly good, but there you go. Bounce two. Panicked that one. I'm pretty sure that one just went straight through into the mantlet. He bounces three again using my gun, and I managed to get the shot in before he can pop a fourth one in, and I really don't know how I managed that. But there we go, we're still alive and kicking, and he is not. G-Saw pulls out in front of me, aiming at the Charfuseur. I have got a damaged gun, but fortunately we do manage to get him on the first shell. And then I hit the reload button, repair back up. Max, repair back up. There you go. So I can now repair my gun. My thinking here now is if I move out into a wide position, I'm able to shoot into the object 430. As you can see here. But then he decides to back off. So, again, I decide, well, I could meet up with my team. Or I could go rogue stealth ninja, which I seem to be doing most of the points up in this game, up to this point. I don't think at any point in this game I've really been anywhere near any teammates, like, at all. I've just kind of gone off on my own little mission. Just, see you later, guys. I'll win the game for you. I'll be back in a bit, yeah? Okay, cool. See you later. Cheers. Don't leave the stove on. Push back up into a bush, because I'm trying to isolate, well, anybody who's doing this. We do finish off the 50 TP, and then nobody else was there. I decided to go straight away for another reload. Again, I know I only fired one shell, but we do go for another reload. The only thing I was really worried about was the E75, because the other two enemy tanks are spotted. The E75 is now spotted, so now I know that the entire, like, half of the southern half of the map is unaccompanied by enemy tanks. I'm going to go to the southern half, and then the 430U pushes out across into the open, and that is an opportunity that is too good to miss. So I push up onto the balcony. The AMX-M4 kills our Centurion. Aim. And I genuinely had a curse. That was a bit poor aim. But I had a curse whilst playing the Foch. My first shell of the 4 in the clip never seemed to go where I aimed it. Genuinely. I could be half aimed, fully aimed, not aimed. And no, like, probably 10% of the time, the first shell actually connected with the enemy tank. Fortunately, we do manage to finish off the 430U. Again, a little bit of luck that he bounced, but he wasn't particularly aimed. And with AP, he does have to hit my cupola. Well, one of my two cupolas or my lower plate. So, you know, easy enough. And now we're in a 1 versus 2. I'm on 42 HP. The HP bar at the top is saying the enemy are on 1800, but I don't think the AMX-M4 is actually on that much. He's managed to pick up 6 kills, so clearly he's had a good game, and there's a little surprise in the post-game afterwards as well. I was going to go all the way around here, decide, no, I'm going to cut in a little bit, see if I can spot the E75. We do spot the E75 still in the same place, and unfortunately he spots me. Now, I can't decide what to do here. I decide as he's moving forwards, you can see here he's moving forwards, I decide to push up. He then stops, I blind, I then fall back, and I see the shell hit. I now know that he's fired. I move out round to avoid the bushes to try and spot him. And again, half aim shot. If that had been my first shell, it'd have missed, but the second shell always behaves itself. And we do manage to finish him off. There is the MX-M454. He just fired at me, and I'm pretty sure that was an HE round. I asked my team in chat what his HP was. That was before he got spotted. Obviously, then it was, yeah, don't worry. And I want to put the pressure on him to come to me. So all I'm going to do here, I know from past experience that these trees and bushes in the cap, if you knock them all over, you can sit safe from this corner and this corner, as in safe from being spotted as they peek around the corner. So they actually have to think about what's going on. So do a bit of gardening, knock some trees down strategically into the right places, and now we're just going to sit. We're going to try and get this guy to come to us. We want to make sure that we're sitting so that we can spot out of the bushes, but make sure that nobody can spot in. And something really important happens here. I'm looking that way. He does get spotted where I am aiming, but you notice I don't fire straight away. Now you might be wondering, why the hell are you not firing straight away here, Max? He is in a tiny gap here. I've got a 2.4 second intra-clip reload. If I fire now, I give away my position, and unless I can track him, which, given the shot he's given at the minute, is very unlikely, I'm not going to be able to get the second shot in before he sees me. I could fall back into the bush, double bush, and shoot him. My trouble there again is he knows exactly where I am. If you look at where he's aiming, at the minute, he thinks I'm over here somewhere. He thinks probably I'm in this bush over here. So I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting until he gives me a better option. He doesn't think I'm spotted, and now you can see I've got a much better shot. I fire one, and for him to fall back into cover, he has to push then across that gap again, and we manage to finish him off. Cap was still going down. Like I said, wanted to make sure. But yeah, really nice game. 6,842 damage that we saw. 2,460 blocked. We did get quite lucky that game, and 580 spotting. I'm pretty sure most of that was on the arty. And we also picked up 8 kills. We did get a bit of blind damage on the Scorpion, but that is the not the most surprising thing about the post-game stats that you're about to see. It's honestly nuts. So, there we go, guys. Like I said, we did get an ace. We got a tiny bit of blind damage on the Scorpion, because I think the last 2 shells were blind. So, I'd put 7.1. 7.3. Whoops. Oh, well. 8 kills, so we got a really nice selection of medals. Radley, Spartan, because we did block a lot of damage on low HP. Tank Sniper, Top Gun, and Steel Wall, so really not too bad there. Like I said, 8 kills, 7,314 damage. Now, are you guys ready for the most surprising part of that entire game? And it's absolutely nothing to do with me. Ready? Steady. Boom. That AMX M454 did 12,119 damage and got 6 kills in that game. Makes my game look a bit shit, doesn't it, really? 1,891 base XP as well for me. And also, I'd like to point out, and I didn't say this earlier because I didn't know it at the time, obviously, but that AMX M4 had actually run out of shells. I did not know that. But, like, you know, why would I know that? But he had actually run out of shells at the end, so I was near enough always going to win that, because to interrupt the cap, he was going to have to push across and try and ram me. Which he could have done, because he would have quite comfortably killed me on 52 HP or whatever I was on with a ram, but it would have required me bouncing all my shells first. So, yeah, he had run out of shells, so that kind of takes a bit of the edge off the end of the game there, but, like, I didn't know that. That's why I didn't want to say anything earlier on, because I didn't know that he had run out of shells, obviously. So, yeah, fair play to that guy. GG if you ever happen to watch this video. Very well played. Unlucky for you at the end. You just ran out of shells. I don't know if he would have managed to kill me if he'd have snapped me or not. Like I say, I think I played the end game quite well, quite sensibly. Like I said, waiting for him to push out so that I knew I could get 2 shots in. But who knows if he'd have had shells, if he'd have blind fired. Like I say, if he'd have been able to snap the shot in. I honestly don't know. But anyway, that is all she wrote. 29, 26, 23. That's actually quite a good pen ratio in the Foch. 7,300. Lost credits. Blah, 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 blah. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Notifications on. Comment down in the comments whatever you fancy. Nice video, trash video. What could I do better? What can I do worse? Make sure you head over and watch my streams. Give the video a like. All of that good crap. And on that, thank you so much for watching, guys. And I'll see you next time.